and there just aren't enough boats in La Palma to get everyone to Tenerife.
Jeg og Tobias, vi skal finne på noe.
If the plane doesn't take off now, we're all going to die.
Hva med bølgen?
So I just came from watching La Palma. La Palma is on Netflix. It's a limited series with 4 episodes. It was released on December 12th, 2024. And this is going to be a non-spoiler review of this short series. I'm not going to divulge any major details. I'm just going to tell you what I thought about it and give you a general review. First off, the characters in this series are mostly likable. It follows 3 sets of characters. The story has, number 1, this family that goes to La Palma. La Palma is an island. It's one of the Canary Islands, for those of you who don't know. Honestly speaking, when I saw the title, I thought this was going to be like a Spanish telenovela, something. I didn't even know what I was about to watch. I went into it super blind. But the first set of characters is this family, daughter, son, mother, and father. They have their own interpersonal dramas, which I kind of enjoyed watching. The second set of characters is this one girl. She is a aspiring hydrologist, and she is planning to finish her doctorate. So I'm assuming that she showed up to the island to do research, and she's there with her brother. And then the third set of characters is other characters around who I'm assuming have been on La Palma much longer, and you get to experience the whole story from their perspective as people who've been on La Palma for very long. One of the characters that I really liked was the character of Alvaro. So on La Palma, there are volcanoes and mountains, and one of them, a long time ago, there was a eruption in 1949, and it created a really huge crack. So there's always been this fear that if the mountain erupts, that crack could cause a section of the volcano to fall into the ocean, causing a tsunami. So the reason why I liked Alvaro is because episode 1 is called Cry Wolf. And the character of Alvaro, it's explained that in the past, in 2021, Alvaro went public and told people that there's going to be a tsunami, and it didn't happen, and that the volcano was going to crack and fall into the ocean and cause, a disaster, but it didn't happen. So I liked that because, you get to sort of see if this character is going to be redeemed. If, the point of Crying Wolf is that you said that something would happen and then it didn't happen. But at least now you're going to get to watch his redemption. So I like that character. All the characters are mostly written okay and likable. Some are just surface level characters, like the hydrologist girl, her brother, just there. But they're mostly likable. You won't get annoyed by any of them, really. Episode 1 was a decent episode. However, episode 2, in episode 2, there was a certain scenario where there was some real tension. And then this one character, the way the series phrases the situation, it's like this character was about to die. And then the character does not die. It annoyed me so much because they had set it up in that, this character is dead. And then it turns out the character is fine. So I was like, oh man, I wanted to give this show an 8, but you're not brave enough to kill one of the main characters. So I wanted to give the show an 8, and then I reduced my score to a 7. And then I watched episode 3. Episode 3 has so much manufactured drama. Stuff that clearly should have not happened. Stuff that in real life, the chances of it happening is so tiny. Yeah, a small example is one of these characters, I think it was the hydrologist's brother. Obviously, this is a show about a volcano erupting. It's a disaster movie, kind of like 2012. So when the volcano finally gets to erupt, some characters are stuck in prison. So the brother of this hydrologist decides to open for one of them. Remember, if you open the padlock and sell for someone, you could be letting out a really bad criminal. And then later on, this nice guy who let out someone, he later ends up, in serious trouble. And I was like, that entire situation was so manufactured. It was so manufactured. Episode 3, everything there is manufactured. There's this one scene, I don't know if it's in episode 2 or episode 3, but there's this one scene where the dad character in the family, he gets on a boat when the chaos has started, and for some reason he just says, "Oh, I have to get off to give my seat to this lady who has a baby." And I was like, I get that you're kind, but there is literally no incentive for you to do this. Plus, he wants to he wants to reconcile with his family who is already off the island. Manufactured drama. It irritated me so much. And then in the end, characters that you thought that were going to get hurt don't get hurt. Characters that you thought were definitely dead don't die. Out of 10, you just have to watch it to understand the full context. I'm not really spoiling anything. You have to watch the whole thing to understand the full context. So out of 10, I give the whole show a 6. A 6 out of 10. I wanted to give the show a 7, but the ending, I was like, how do all these people survive? That's what I was. How do all these people survive? Anyway, I give it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was mostly okay. It's watchable. It won't annoy you or anything. I liked the characters. I liked them. I thought they were okay. I didn't think it was anything mind-blowing. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. If you've watched La Palma, please give me your thoughts in the comments section. I'm very bad at geography, so I didn't know. But I know the Canary Islands, but I didn't know La Palma is one of the names of one of the Canary Islands. If you enjoyed this, make sure to smash like, subscribe, tell me what you thought of this series. And then on the screen, I'll leave other reviews I've done for TV shows on Netflix this year, and then I'll see the next one.